Old Fashioned Football on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get a $20 free promo with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
Hey, what's up? This is Sam Acho, and you're listening to Old Fashioned Football.
Welcome to Old Fashioned Football. If you're wondering who you're listening to, this is J-Mark. You can find me in the X at J-Mark Football. And if you're wondering who us is, that's at Old Fashioned FB. Before I keep going, to talk about why the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl, got to introduce my co-host on the pod, End in Life. I know that you all missed her last week. I missed her last week too. Hell, even our guest, Cody Zeeb, was pretty disappointed in the fact that she wasn't here. He missed her. You can find her in the X at the Mark. She's the star of the show, and she's obviously the beauty, not the brains. Just kidding. You're the brains too. Miranda, how you doing today?
I don't know. Did you just call me stupid?
No, I called you the beauty.
Not the brains.
Typical woman looking at the negative. No, I'm just kidding. This podcast is not.
You're losing points really fast. This just went downhill.
How you doing today?
Well,
you were doing good
until I was called stupid.
I don't think anybody that knows you thinks you're stupid.
I know this. I don't know, Justin. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
We're coming up on Super Bowl Sunday.
We are.
It was nice today. The days are getting longer.
We hit 53 degrees today.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice.
We had some 50-degree January days, and it was like spring and winter.
Yeah.
And spring is my favorite.
And then we hit the bitter ass cold streak of Iowa.
And I'm just over it. I'm over winter.
Well, as I don't know how old I was, maybe 13, 14, but as my mother once said, that little bucktooth bastard saw his shadow. So we have 6 more weeks of winter, just so you know.
And he did?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't pay attention.
Why we determine the weather based on a rodent? I don't know. That's about how good the weathermen are. They're like, I don't know, let's fucking ask this groundhog what he thinks. And he sees his shadow, which is stupid anyways, because they say he sees his shadow and gets scared, goes back into hibernation. But they're out all summer when it's sunny out and their shadow follows them everywhere. So anyways.
Okay, we're derailing.
We are. You got me started on Groundhog's Day. I'm going to put that one on you. Or did I bring it up?
I don't know.
Well, what are we talking about today? Let's talk about that.
We are talking about, we mentioned Super Bowl 60 is Sunday on February 8th. And of course, it's the Patriots.
The Patriots.
Yes, the Patriots. The Patriots. I want to say it again.
I noticed.
Let's just combine them every year. Just combine the two teams.
That's all right. I've been tripping up over Seahawks by saying the Seattle Super Seahawks instead of
Super Seahawks.
Yeah, because there's the Seattle Supersonics, which was a basketball team. I don't know why that's been happening to me, but
let me try this one more time.
Yeah.
It's the Patriots versus the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Or the Patriots.
Patriots.
I'd root for a team called the Patriots. That's a cool name.
Oh man. So I didn't miss it, but I wasn't here last week.
You were not here. Yeah.
And we talked about you and Cody Zeeb talked about why the Patriots would win.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're going to be talking about why the Seahawks will win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely. And real quick shout out to the chat, RMark57 saying 61 here today. Nicer than it was here, apparently. And Hunter, what's going on? Hello. Mark's glad I was finally able to catch a live show. It's been a while. It has been a while. Been busy moving and getting over being sick. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Hopefully you didn't move too far out of the great state of Iowa. Hopefully you're still an Iowan. I don't know. Unless you
Yeah.
move closer to Chicago, that would probably be better for you. But before we jump into the Seahawks, don't forget to check out that Patriots episode with Cody Zeeb. He's a diehard Patriots fan, brought a lot of fun info and a little bit of bias, just a little.
So maybe a tiny bit.
Yeah. But before we get to the Seahawks, Miranda, what are we drinking today?
Well, we thought it was only fitting to try to drink a whiskey, review a whiskey from a state from one of our Super Bowl teams.
Yeah.
We don't have any whiskey from Massachusetts.
We do not.
So we do have one out of Washington. And we had this whiskey and the distiller on the show a couple of years ago.
Episode 62.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And it is 2 Bar, and they are out of Washington.
Yeah.
And we have not... It's been a long time, and I feel good about bringing it back onto the show because we didn't have our whiskey review rating system that the very advanced high-tech system that we have.
High-tech.
But yeah, I'd like to get, I want to be like some of those original whiskeys we reviewed way back when. I'd like to get them back through and get them through our system so we can have a lot more data on that spreadsheet and all of that. So yeah, 2 Bar.
Well, absolutely. And we do have more sophisticated palates than when we started. So there is that too. Yeah, this will be interesting. They have 4 different whiskeys. We'll get into all that when we get to it. And real quick, just so you know, the Sports Gambling Podcast is giving out 60 bets for Super Bowl 60. Make sure you check that out. We're going to have some bets a little bit later on as well. And shout out to the chat real quick. Hunter saying, who's the new jersey hanging in the background? That's Mr. Brian Scott, but it is his Olympic jersey. He was on the Olympic team for I believe it's 18-year-old, 18 to 20, something like that. He was the quarterback, won a gold medal, and he still lives in Iowa, just has a shorter commute. So
not Brian Scott. Brian Scott never lived in Iowa.
However, the Des Moines Bison are trying to get up and running as a outdoor football team right in Des Moines, which would be amazing. And if that happens, I'm going to be hitting them up and be like, you need a quarterback? Because I know a good one. Anyways, let's get on to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and let's talk about the Seahawks offseason prior to their Super Bowl run. Unlike the I almost did Patriotsian. What is wrong with me? I'm never going to be able to say them right, and Cody's going to hate me for it.
Sorry, Cody.
Unlike the Patriots, they did not have a new coach. Mike McDonald joined the Seahawks last season in the 2024 season. They did have a lot of off-season changes, though. Tyler Lockett, no longer part of the team after having been there for years. I don't have...
He was there a long time.
A long time. I don't have the year for you, but he may not have been a huge loss, but this is definitely a big change. You had Geno Smith, who was traded to the Raiders after quarterbacking the Seahawks since 2021. In 15 games, he finished with 3,025 yards, 19 touchdowns, but 17 interceptions. So I feel like the Seahawks didn't miss that.
Yeah, no, I did say when they traded him, I saw a bunch of people like, how are they going to get anybody better than Geno Smith? They figured it out. We'll get to that, but they figured it out.
They also traded away DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Who had been, I do have his year. He had been with the Seahawks since 2019. He finished with his worst statistical season this year on the Steelers with a career low of 850 yards. So Seahawks are not missing that either.
Yeah, and maybe you can blame Aaron Rodgers for that.
Maybe. That could be. It's always his fault.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when they traded away DK, I was like, what are they doing? Like, I felt like they were making the wrong moves at that point. He's a very talented guy, high energy, and has been a good wide receiver for them. But obviously, it worked out. He had his worst career low in yardage, and they made the Super Bowl. So they worked out. Now, aside from saying goodbye to those 3 players that had been there, they did focus on retaining some of their defensive free agents, including re-signing cornerback Josh Joby, who got the 6th best graded pass rusher grade among cornerbacks and 20th best run defense grade. Ernest Jones, who's a good run defending linebacker, and defensive tackle Jerron Reed. All 3 of those moves said to me, hey, the Seahawks are stopping the run this year. And they did that well.
I think, re-signed, but I think their biggest signing came in the free agency. They signed Sam Darnold to a 3-year, $100 million contract, and he finished with 4,048 passing yards, which was the 5th most in the NFL.
Yeah.
25 passing touchdowns. He also ranked 4th in big time throws. He had his second 14-win season in a row. So last season, the 2024 season, I want to say last year. Last year was 2025. We're talking about the 2024 season.
In football terms,
last
it
year
was
in
last year.
football, he had won 14. He had a 14-win season with the Vikings.
Yeah.
So he did that again for the Seahawks. Some other key additions included DeMarcus Lawrence, who finished with an overall PFF grade of 82.9. This is 13th best among edge rushers.
Yeah, absolutely. Quick shout out. Go Patriots. Cody Z with the NASCAR Gambling Podcast says, boo Seahawks. And Misty
Cody's
last
joining
week.
after my all mess ups with the Patriots. We
Yes.
don't need to tell him what I called them.
All right.
Just keep moving.
I won't tell him. You absolutely did not say Patriots. They also signed Cooper
Twice.
Kupp. Twice. Maybe 3 times. They also signed Cooper Kupp, who was not Cooper Kupp this year. You know, you're quoted saying Cooper Kupp is Cooper Kupp. He was not this year, but I don't know. He was good enough. He provided a veteran leadership at least. They didn't really need a lot of other changes though. They'd won 10 games last year, or last season, as you prefer to call it. And they had an upgraded quarterback. That seemed to be all they needed to turn out 14 wins, grab the number 1 seed. But let's talk about the draft just a little bit. And shout out to Jamie, Hey Sexy, and Miranda, and Cody, wow, Mer. Just wow.
I know. I've disappointed Cody.
The Patriots.
I don't think I can ever redeem myself from that.
Just talking about the draft real quick. Not a great draft for them. They did with pick 18. They took Gray Zabel out of North Dakota State. Zabel played guard and did not really have a good season. He allowed 24 total pressures from that guard spot, which you don't get a lot of pressures there. Usually it's the edge. Also had 5 penalties. PFF, which again, we talk about these PFF scores a lot. We know it's not the word of the NFL gods, but there is a lot of data that goes into it. His overall grade, out of 100, mind you, 57.3, which was 52nd out of 81 graded guards. Not good.
No. With their second pick in the draft, which was pick 35, they drafted Nick Emanwari with pick 35.
Yeah.
And he had a better year than Zabel as far as, success on the field and grading, because he did finish with a 70.2 coverage grade and then a 71.6 run defense grade, which those are decent.
Yeah.
Not 50.
And well balanced. A lot
Yeah.
of times when you see those defensive backs and safeties, they're good at one or the other. He was pretty balanced with doing all right in both.
So I would kind of, keep an eye on him. He went down with an ankle injury in practice. So if he doesn't play, I do think that this could be, it would impact them. It could be a big loss for the Seahawks.
Yeah, I haven't heard an official update, but what I did hear is players and coaches consoled him after. That makes it sound bad, doesn't it?
If you need consoling.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah, unless he's just being a pussy.
Hey. Oh my goodness. Anyway, some other drafted players include tight end Elijah Arroyo and quarterback Jalen Milroe, Riley Mills. The list goes on, but I feel like, we could keep going. Just not many of those guys made much of an impact on the field, which probably is, I think, maybe disappointing to fans, didn't have a huge draft, but I think that also shows that they didn't really have a lot of needs or, gaps to fill in from the 2024 season. And here they are in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, true. You want your team to hit the lottery with every draft pick, right? But and it's disappointing when they don't. But yeah, like you said, they did well enough. It was okay. The only other thing they did do is before the trade lane, they went out and got your guy, Rashid Shaheed.
Justin.
Your guy.
He was my guy for 2 weeks in fantasy football. Like a couple of I had high hopes for him, and that went away. You can't call him my guy.
Your guy, Rashid Shaheed from the Saints.
I've never drafted him. I picked him up in
Yeah.
Waivers? No.
Yeah, which I mean, he provides nice receiver depth. He's got that big playability, but his value really is in his punt and kick returning. He's an all-pro there. Joined the Seahawks, the Seahawks in November. Already has a punt and a kick return for a touchdown. Just that's a good move as far as field position, in my opinion. Jamie's getting hitting the Super Bowl hard. Might even partake in some festivities. Low ankle sprain, should play. Just making sure their excuses are covered early, says Cody.
Making excuses.
Yeah. So that if they do lose, they can go, well, this guy was injured. We're going to talk about their season in a second here. But before we do, I got to let you know that we are brought to you by Kalshi. It's a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. And they got a ton of trading options for the big game, including sides, totals, props, halftime performance, and more. Will Bad Bunny come out wearing a dress? Besides sports, they have tons of other markets, including politics, entertainment, even the weather. Kalshi, you can trade anything. And I'm already getting down on the Bears to win the NFC North in 2026. That's something I'm circling right now because that gives you the best bang for your buck out of the NFC North. Everybody's trading the other teams, and I say not so fast, my friend. And new Kalshi customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet is #1 social sports book and casino out there, available in 35 states, including Texas and California. You Californians can't say, I can't get in on the action now. You can get in on the action with Rebet. Plus, you get a 100% purchase match up to $100. $100 free money. Let's go with promo code SGPN. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN. All right. So for the regular season, last week when I had Cody on, we talked about the Patriots, and we mentioned that their season started off with a loss right away in week 1. Same thing for the Seahawks. They started off with a loss. Now, they didn't lose to the Raiders like the Patriots did.
When they lose to the Raiders, they can be called.
They're the Patriots, yeah. But they did lose to the 49ers, their division rival, 17-13 in week 1 in Seattle, too.
Then they won the next 3 games against the Steelers, the Saints, and the Cardinals. The Steelers and Saints games really showed that the offense could put up a lot of points because they won 31-17. Then we saw 44-13 in those games. They did end up losing their second game of the year at their home stadium in week 5 against Tampa Bay. I think that was.
Yeah.
And that was closer though, 38-35.
Yeah, high scoring game. However, after that, they went on only to lose one other game, which was 21-19 to the Rams in LA. Now, for as much shit as the Patriots got for a soft schedule, outside of playing the Rams and the 49ers in their division, they did play teams. I guess they also took on the Texans, but it was before the Texans were on a good defensive roll. They took on the Commanders, beat them, Cardinals, Titans, Vikings, Falcons. Those aren't exactly big teams or big wins that you'd be like, oh, what a tough schedule. But you didn't hear a lot of people talking about their easy schedule. It was mainly the Patriots. Now, they did finish.
Are we saying that these teams here are like
trash is what I'm saying. Now, they did have wins over Rams.
That's
Panthers,
not what I'm
49ers.
saying. I mean, the team, the super, like they had it easy.
Yeah, well, that's what everybody's saying. Like, that's been the Patriots saying, well, they had it easy, and then they had playoff Justin Herbert, and the Texans turned the ball over 6 times, and then a backup quarterback. Like, that's been the chirping about the Patriots against them. But when I look at that schedule, Commanders, Cardinals, Titans, Vikings, Falcons, that doesn't sound that much harder.
No, it doesn't. No, I know.
Yeah. So easy schedules get you to the Super Bowl, apparently.
Let's get into playoff games here because the Seahawks continue to show how powerful that offense could be in their playoff games. They beat the 49ers 41-6.
Yeah.
Which is ouch.
Yeah. Sorry, Rod and Nick.
Yes. And then in the NFC Championship game, they beat the Rams 31-27. Both teams from their own division.
Yeah, which is interesting. You go to the playoffs and you end up playing 2 teams that you've already played twice that year.
Yeah.
I was on the Locks and Dogs podcast with Main Event Matt, Matthew Dwoskin, Cannabis Capper, and Moneyline Mark, brother from another mother, who's also a Bears fan. And they're both Bears fans, and I was saying, like, I was hoping, the Bears could make it to play Seattle. And main event, Matt said that he thinks they would have lost like 51-10 if we had gone. It would have been like the 49ers game, just a big loss. So I don't think it would be that bad, but Seattle is destined to come in here. By the way, Jamie just got back from the future. It was the year 2037. The Bears beat the Browns in the Super Bowl right before the world ends and they start sending people to Mars. And Hunter says, fun tidbit, Kalen Hopton, who won Super Bowl, I'm not very good with Roman numerals, that's 57 maybe, for the Seahawks, then beat Seattle in Super Bowl, whatever that is, with the Patriots, works for him. Well, that's pretty cool. That's cool indeed. And shout out to Channing joining. Cheers, sir. Yeah, let's... strengths.
Yeah,
kind of go over the nitty gritty of why they should win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I guess like when asking the question on why the Seattle Seahawks will win the Super Bowl 60, I mean, there's several reasons that they could win this and several strengths of the team. I think first, when looking at offense, they scored 483 total points this year in the regular season. And this was third most points in the league behind the Rams and the Patriots. So maybe that's not a reason why they won't win. Now that I'm thinking about it,
it's
like
a pro Patriot stat on our Seahawks.
This is why the Seahawks will win. They came in third behind the Patriots. But they were also 8th in passing yards, 11th in rushing yards, 8th in total yards, per Pro Football Focus, which again, it's not the end all be all.
Yeah.
But with their stats and rankings, their offense was ranked 4th overall in the NFL in 2025. So I mean, this is it's supposed to be, like a powerful team. How much did that easy schedule make them the best?
Right. But it wasn't. Yeah. True. Wasn't just on offense that was rock solid. Their defense allowed just 292 points, which was the lowest in the NFL. They allowed the 3rd fewest rushing yards, the 10th fewest passing yards, and the 6th fewest total yards. PFF put their defense at 4th, the special teams at 7th, and a 2nd overall for the team. What you giggling about?
The guy last week was more convincing.
Yes, Cody says he was more convincing. He brought no bias, though. No bias at all.
No bias.
And then Hunter says, sorry, got my Roman numbers wrong. I don't even really know the Roman numerals, so I'm not Greek or Roman. So
I have to think too hard.
Right.
I don't know why.
Like I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But when you get into the 60s, whatever, it really throws me. Or the 50s,
50. When you throw it, there's not a 60 Roman numeral.
No, what? Right now, Super Bowl 60 is LX. That's how you do 60.
L is 50.
And X is 10.
10.
Okay, gotcha. See?
But when you see a bunch of
a
bunch all together, like I get it. Yes.
Anyways, they're a very balanced team whose defense allowed the least amount of points and whose offense scored the 3rd most. They're pretty consistent in both passing and run games. And on top of that, I feel like Sam Darnold has a lot to prove. This is a guy that was drafted 1st overall, I believe it was, cast aside. He went through multiple different teams and finally has success. He's proving that he can do it at a high number. But this would just be that pinnacle on top of a much talked about career, and most of the talking was negative. He's also got JSN, who has been one of the most uncoverable wide receivers in the league. Though, check out the Patriots episode to see what Cody has to say about that and Christian Gonzalez on him. They have a strong running game with Kenneth Walker. There's a lot to like with this Seahawks team, and just that defense has played lights out in the playoffs. So
that defense.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk a little bit more about this game and a little bit of whiskey, of course. But Miranda, before we do, let the fine folks know about Underdog.
We are brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, and Underdog has you covered for the big game. Choose a player and reveal whether you've unlocked a gimme pick followed by a boost builder tied to the big game. Underdog is celebrating by hooking players up with bigger boosts. Just submit a boosted entry to unlock an even bigger boost on the next one, all the way up to 60%. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code OFFSGPN.
Everybody loves a big boost. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has crushed it in NFL this season, especially on props. Last season, they were even better in the playoffs, including going 6-1 on touchdown props or passing touchdown props, 2-0 on INT props. They knew their quarterbacks. It's super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own and play with the sliders. Looking to go premium? Just use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right, we are back.
We are. And I think it's time, Justin, that
It is time
that you give us some bets that are just Seahawks related.
Just
not
Seahawks related.
Not Patriots.
Not the Patriots.
This is going to be a thing for me.
This
happened when I, instead of saying Marvin Harrison Jr., I said Marvinson.
You did.
And now I always say Marvin. He's Marvinson. And I feel like that I'm going to have a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
I can just tell. Patriots just flow.
Patriots does flow. Cody is giving us a lesson in Roman numerals now.
Mm-hmm.
Cody would know because his team has won so many damn Super Bowls recently. So he's got them all marked down. If you want your Patriots bets, you go, you're thinking too hard over there. I see you processing. If you want your Patriots bets, go check out the Patriots episode. Cody and I both gave out some bets. But if you're rooting for the Seahawks or you think that they're going to win this, there's not a lot of value taking them straight up. It's minus 235 on the money line, which is too juiced, unless you're doing like a very big amount. You see these guys that, so-and-so placed $1 million on Seahawks to win money line, and they'll win 800,000 or whatever it works out to be. It's less than that. If you're doing that, good for you. I can't do that. I also don't like the spread here at minus 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like too many points in a game that will probably be close. However, there are plenty of betting opportunities for players. So here's what I've got there.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's have it.
Let's talk about your guy.
Quit calling him my guy.
Rashid Shaheed,
anytime, it makes me look
touchdown.
Just like at the beginning of the show where you call me stupid.
Stupid? Never once said you were stupid.
You said that I was not the brains. So let's continue.
No, what I said was you're the beauty, not the brains. But then I said, well, maybe you're both. Rashid Shaheed, anytime touchdown, plus 360. This guy's an electric returner. He gets involved in the passing game. He's a big-time playmaker. And with New England likely focusing everything on JSN, Shaheed could break open and either get a receiving touchdown or return touchdown. Either one would catch this for us. So I like putting just a little action on him to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Notice I'm avoiding JSN. Go check out the Patriots episode on why Cody convinced me of that. But Cooper Kupp, he's got 9 catches in the playoffs so far, 5 against the Niners, 4 against the Rams. Super Bowl's the biggest stage. You're going to have to rely on your veterans. Cooper Kupp has been here before with the Rams when he won. Kupp, 4+ receptions is plus 146. That feels like easy money to me. He's also plus 138 to have 40 yards. I'd take the 30+ yards at minus 136, 40+ at 148, and sprinkle a little bit on the 50+ at plus 225 and his 4 catches. That's what makes most sense to me. Now, if the Seahawks win, Sam Darnold's the most likely MVP in my opinion. That's plus 115. We don't need to do the small numbers. Let's sprinkle a little on Rashid Shaheed, your guy.
I feel like he's more your guy. You just you like to talk about him a lot.
Okay, so here's why.
Yeah, tell me why.
He had a 51-yard reception against the Rams, but let's say he gets that and scores on it. He didn't score against them. Let's say he scores on it and has a return touchdown or just gives them great field position all game. He's at 45-1 to win the MVP. Crazier things have happened. It's not as juicy as Travion Henderson, who I really like getting down on him, but that sounded. I really like.
You can't get it together, can you?
Placing action on Travion Henderson, not getting down on him.
You like putting action on him?
Putting some action on him
instead of getting down.
Cash at him. But Shaheed at 45-1 is a fun little play as well. And then just following the narrative from last week that Christian Gonzalez is going to blanket JSN. First player on Seattle to reach 25 receiving yards. I'm taking a stab on Kupp at plus 550 and Shaheed at 8-1. If you bet both and one of them hits, you still profit. So Yeah, I like that. Hunter likes Helani first touchdown, 27-1. Nice long shot. I love that as well. I love those long shots. One other long shot, Rashid Shaheed to have the longest reception in the game. Again, 51-yarder against the Rams. That's 7.5-1. He's a big play guy. I mean, if he has a reception, it's going to be a big one, most likely. And then one more, which I guess is more of both of the teams, but each team to score a touchdown and a field goal in each half. That's just a fun little bet, and it's 14-1. So if you don't have any skin in the game, you don't care who wins it, do that. And then you're just rooting for points. You're like, oh, I want this team to score a touchdown. Now this team. Now we need a field goal. Just fun little way to spice it up if you don't care about the teams playing. So anyways, you like any of those? You getting down on all those guys?
I'm not. You need different word choicing, Justin.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
Even when you correct your word choicing, it gets worse.
Little action on him.
Putting action on him.
Put the action on him. Yeah, that's what I got for bets.
Yeah.
That's what we have for the Seahawks. Kind of go ahead.
I can see it. Shaheed not being my guy, as you like to.
How about the Cooper Kupp one? I mean,
well, no, I was saying I like because Shaheed would be more big play, so I think that would be that could pan out. I do like the Kupp one.
I think if anybody pulls through not named JSN, it's very possible it's Kupp just because of that veteran presence.
I could see that.
Yeah. So that's kind of the recap of the Seahawks. That's kind of we gave the stats behind where they got to this year, their successful season, and why we think they could win.
I don't know that I or you convinced me though.
You don't think so? Well,
I don't know.
I was going to ask you this: who are you rooting for?
I'm torn.
Silence.
I know. Long pause. Disconnected.
All the people on Spotify are like,
the volume. Is this working?
Yeah.
I've thought about this. Like, I feel like the Patriots have had their day before. But
a lot of them actually.
I know. But when I look at these two teams, I like the Patriots team better.
Yeah, I think they have the edge in coaching. I think Seahawks have the edge in defense. Patriots, I think offense overall, because both of these are very balanced offenses, but I think the Patriots is just a little bit better. I'd give the special teams to the Seahawks, so it should be a very even game.
It should be.
But
I don't know. I think I'm more Patriots than Seahawks.
So,
but when I think about because when was the last time the Seahawks?
2013?
I don't remember. Either one I've won more recently than the Bears.
Yes, this is true. I'll tell you what, for me.
But what?
If I would say if the Patriots win, I will be happy for Cody Zeeb of the NASCAR Gambling Podcast, the guy you saw last week, who's a huge Patriots fan, right?
Yes, he is. Not a Patriot Hawks fan.
Not a Patriot Hawks. I'd be happy for Drake May. I think he's a good dude. And I would be happy because your dad told me a couple weeks ago that he thought Seahawks were winning it. So I knew if they made it there, I would bet him a silver piece. So I'd be happy for myself for winning a silver piece.
We're not betting silver. Do you know what silver is right now?
Not as high as it was a week ago.
I don't know.
118.
Way back when it was like $20, because my dad collects coins. He was like, let's do silver. Oh, no, you're not doing silver.
Well, I won one from him a couple weeks ago. So we'll have action on this game.
You guys are crazy.
I'll be happy if Seattle wins for Sam Darnold. This is a guy that everybody kind of wrote off. And I just like that comeback story of he didn't give up. He could have very easily said, you know what, maybe I do fucking suck like everybody says, and I'm done. He didn't. He just kept playing. He kept taking the backup jobs, kept being there for the teams that needed him until he found success with Minnesota, and he got rewarded with it with a $100 million contract. I mean, it's hard not to root for that.
Yeah.
So I guess technically I'll be happy either way. I don't have a dog in the fight. It does sound like with all the polling that goes on, I don't know if you can ever trust polls, by the way, but with all the polling, it does sound like the majority of America is rooting for Seattle. So
really?
They're still tired of the Patriots or Kansas City winning it. So
I guess I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Should we talk a little whiskey?
We should. And you know what?
I don't.
You asked me what we were drinking today.
Yeah.
And I know what we're drinking, but I don't know what we're drinking because you
Oh.
didn't tell me. So I was like, you're asking me. I was like, well, shit, you didn't tell me what we're drinking, but I know what we're drinking. We're drinking 2 Bar, but what are we using?
Yeah, so we are drinking 2 Bar. They have 4 different whiskeys, but we did use, I went with their highest proofed one, which is the 100 proof
Bottled and bond. Okay. You will not be surprised. From drinking the old fashioned, I thought, okay, you had to have used the bottled and bond. But when you asked me that earlier, I was like, I can't tell you what we're drinking because you didn't freaking tell me which one you were going with.
Yeah, we did have a conversation before because I asked you, which do you want? And you said the bottled and bond or the regular. And I just thought
when making an old fashioned, I had a feeling you would go towards the bottled and bond because it will stand out more in the old fashioned.
Yeah.
Where,
That's exactly
but
why I did it. Yeah.
if you do the 80 proof, then it's like, then you really get to see like
if it really can stand out.
Yeah, in an old fashioned.
True.
So I really had no idea. But then when I tried this, I was like, I think you went with the bottle and bond.
Yeah.
But so we did the bottle and bond today is what we're reviewing.
We did. And real quick, before you jump into it, I just saw the comment. Hunter says Seahawks 21, Patriots 16. Sorry, Cody.
Even the chat is saying sorry to Cody.
Sorry, Cody. All right, let's talk a little 2Bar.
Yes. So for all the background on this whiskey, I really encourage everybody to go back to episode 62, where we had founder Nathan Kaiser on the pod. It was a fun time with him.
He said I sounded like a smoking grandma
at one point.
Yeah.
We had some laughs.
We did.
And yeah, it was just a good time.
It was. He's a fun guy.
Yes. For a Cliff Notes. Remember Cliff Notes?
Yeah, I do.
Is Cliff Notes still a thing?
I don't know. I imagine everybody just Googles everything now, but
or Chat GPT tells you.
They Chat GPT.
I've never used Chat GPT.
The new
today, ever.
That's crazy. I forgot. I completely forgot what I was.
The new
say. Yeah, it was before that. I had a thought, but I don't remember what it was.
Cliff Notes.
Yeah, the new Cliff Notes is Chat GPT, but that's not what I was going to say. I lost it.
Okay, it's
gone.
Might
come back.
It might. But no, really though. Can you Google is Cliff Notes a thing?
I can Google that. You continue.
Okay. I also have never used Cliff Notes. I've never used. Anyway, I'm gonna give you the Cliff Notes.
I don't know if I have either, but I imagine you were too by the book to accept using Cliff Notes. You're like, whoa, that's wrong. I'm doing all the work, bitches.
I do all the work.
Yeah.
Always have. So anyway, are you seeing if this is still a thing? Do kids today use Cliff Notes? That was a big thing when we were in like high school.
2023, it says Cliff Notes has since gone digital with a website that offers book summaries, character lists, chapter summaries, and character analysis. So you don't have to buy it. You just go to the website. But I'm sure they all chat it. Anyways, let's get back to 2Bar.
Let's do. So 2Bar is it's the name of a ranch in Texas that belongs to the Kaiser family. And the founder, Nathan, he paved a different path with whiskey. It's a small team and smaller distillery, but they are one of the top 10 producing distilleries in Washington.
Yeah.
They make the 80 proof bourbon that we did not put in the old fashioned. Right. And then the bottle and bond, which we are drinking in our old fashioned and we'll be doing a review on. They have a wine barrel finished whiskey. They have it's bourbon.
Yeah.
Bourbon.
Yeah.
And then an amaretto finished bourbon.
Yeah. Everything starts with their.
It's the bourbon.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I guess update to when we had him on the pod, there is now a shop on their website where you can order their bourbon.
Yeah.
That was not when we had him on the show a couple years ago.
They did not have the shipping capabilities.
Nope. They were starting to distribute they were in several states. Yeah, but
they were in Nebraska. We actually heard about them because of Cody Zeeb. The company that he works for is one of the reps for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and if you want just a small review of the amaretto finished bourbon, make sure you check out that Locks and Dogs podcast that I was on last night.
Yes.
Because that's what I was drinking at the time. And Mr. DeWaskin asked a little bit about it.
Before you got on that pod, what shot did you do?
That was after.
That was after?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was the 80 proof bourbon. Funny story there, though. So if you go to my Twitter, JMark Football, you'll see I lost a bet to Sean and Kramer. The bet was that I would do a large pour of a whiskey from Washington if Seattle won and went on to the Super Bowl because I had the Rams. So I'm like, okay, I just got done with this podcast. I had already been drinking some of their whiskey. I'm going to take the 80 proof, pour it into a glass, and I poured the glass about half full. And then I did my spiel, right? I set it up, recorded it, did the spiel, cheers, took the drink, set it down, went to end my recording, and noticed that my mic was muted the whole time. So I had to do it all over again. So after 2
amateur hour
large pours of the 80 proof bourbon, and after drinking a little on the pod with Matt and Moneyline Mark, I was feeling a little bit.
You're feeling a little silly coming out of your office.
It's okay. It's fun to be silly sometimes.
It's fun to be silly.
Or good to be. I don't know. Should we jump into the tasting score?
Yes, let's do.
Let's talk about the bottle real quick. It's okay.
I have to be honest,
Yeah.
because it's the standard. I call it the starter bottle, which I don't like calling it that, like, because you have some bigger distilleries use that bottle,
Right.
but it's like you're using a bottle. I like when a distillery has a unique bottle that's unique to them.
I will say, like, if you go to a place like the Foundry and you have your own whiskey made,
It's in that bottle.
This is the bottle, the main bottle.
It is the
choice.
standard.
Yeah.
I call it like your startup distilleries use this bottle.
Yeah.
Like some of I don't remember. It might have even just been Iowa. It wasn't Iowa Distilling, but a smaller distillery around us.
Yeah.
Like it's that bottle.
Right.
It's
Foundry,
not
that bottle.
that bottle.
Yeah.
So it's a common whiskey bottle if you're gonna make your own whiskey
So you
and
give
bottle
it a
it.
1?
I don't think I've ever given a bottle a 1, and I think that there's worse bottles, so I give it a 2.
Okay. 2.
I don't know what you'd have to be. You'd have to have no label, and I don't know. It
Really unappealing label.
Have to be. I don't know.
You look at it and you go, ugh.
And
then in the cocktail.
the bottled and bond is good in the cocktail.
Yeah. It is. And it's good on its own. Just from my experience previously, I have not tasted it in a while, so I'm excited to.
I like it. I would give it a 3.5.
Okay, and I was doing 3.7, so we're pretty close there.
Because it has a good flavor. The reason I'm not making it like a I was gonna say the reason I'm not making it a 4 is because I think like a 4 has like a little. I don't know. It's really good.
I'm really curious about trying it on its own because I'm getting a note from that I don't remember getting when we drank this on its own a year and a half ago or however it was. So I'm just really interested. So should we talk about the nose real quick?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're talking about the nose or sniffing it.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Mm-hmm. It is definitely, you can tell it's bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's no sniffing this and going, is this a rye?
Is this a whiskey? It's bourbon.
Yeah. It's absolutely that good bourbon smell. It smells very clean. Like it's a very pure.
It's not like, one thing I want to, and I'm about to cough now, so this is like going to contradict what I'm saying. Sometimes when you're like sniffing those high proof whiskeys and bourbons,
yeah,
it's like fumey.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is not.
No, not at all.
And it's a 100 proof.
Right.
So it's very like, you would not be able to tell that's a high proof from smelling
this
it.
Would smell like your standard 80 proof,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah. Which to me means that they did a quality job on it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Jinx.
Yeah. Does that mean I can't talk or do I
don't know.
What's this mean? What do you give the score on the nose then? I mean, there's not I will say, and this isn't a negative, there's not a ton of like unique flavors that I'm picking up, but it is very pure of the caramel vanilla bourbon smell.
I want to say like just give it like a 3 because it smells very standard bourbon, but it's interesting because it's not standard bourbon.
Yeah,
it's higher proof and more, but smelling, I don't know. It's interesting. I would give it a 3 though.
3. I went with a 3.4, so a little bit higher on it.
It smells very good.
Smell. Yeah, absolutely. Now, the taste, I'm curious. I do remember that the mouthfeel was a little thicker.
Mm-hmm. I can tell that just from moving it in the glass.
Yeah. It's got some body to it, I should say.
Mm.
We're
There's a
both
little
tasting. I'm getting
end
it,
of
miss.
earthy, a little earthy.
Maybe I'm getting a little leather.
I think it's
Am I
more
confusing earthy with leather?
peat.
You think so?
Peat at the end.
Hmm.
It's not leather.
Maybe it is a smoky. Oh, now if you smell it, it smells peaty. It's probably because you said it. Smell it now, though. After you take another, or once you're done with your taste there.
A little. I'm trying to. I don't know if peat is the right word.
I'll tell you what I do really like.
It's not strong, but there's like something a little earthy there.
I'll tell you what I do really like about this.
Mhm.
A lot of bottled and bond bourbons taste fairly similar, right?
Mhm. This does not taste like your.
It's not your typical bottled and bond bourbon. You got the nice thicker mouthfeel. It's not syrupy, but it is thicker. It's got that good body.
Has heat.
It has a
It's
little
very
bit of
warming.
Heat. Yeah, absolutely. Not in the back of the throat for me. It was tip of the tongue and then
Tip
down
of the
here,
tongue and your
esophagus. Yeah,
Yep.
Warming there, and then the peat or a little bit of smokiness or something with it.
I don't
that's
get
kicking.
smokiness.
I guess I associate peat with almost a smokiness taste.
I associate peat with earth.
You looked at me like, obviously he's not the brains.
Peat and smokiness? You could have smoke and peat together, but I would not say that peat means it's smoky.
I'm Googling this. I'm Googling it real quick. But
what are you Googling?
What does peat taste like? Not peat moss. Smoky. Oh, interesting.
Does it?
Yeah. What
Subtle,
does peat taste like in whiskey?
smoke.
Smoky, but that could be a sweet smoke, an earthy smoke, an ashy smoke, or even a medicinal smokiness. What is a medicinal smokiness? Is that like the medicinal marijuanas, or what does that mean? Well, what's I don't understand that.
Wouldn't that be like, I don't know.
See,
I guess it would be like herbs.
Look at you, be like, no,
smoked herbs.
And then you're like, but I have no idea what the answer is. I just know you're wrong.
Like smoked herbs.
Marriage.
I don't
folks.
know. Marriage.
You're absolutely
No.
wrong. I don't know what it is, but you're wrong.
I don't think it's. I wouldn't say
There's
that.
no way peat is smokiness.
It is.
It is.
I'm just not getting a lot of smoke, but I get a lot of earthiness.
Yeah. So what do you mean when you say earthiness? Like a mushroom?
No, peat.
Like peat moss?
I think
Maybe you're confusing peat with peat moss.
no. Wait, what? No.
Wait, what?
No, I really like this.
Mm-hmm. It is very good. It's very unique. I am
Mhm.
going to give it a 4.2.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
4.
You've been 2 points higher almost on everyone.
Except the nose, I got a 0.4 higher there. The bottle, we were the
Mhm.
same. No, this is a really good bottle. I'll tell you what I do really like about their whiskey as well. When you taste this, it tastes, I would put this at a mid-range to a higher quality whiskey, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
Their regular 80 proof bourbon, which I also feel like is really good. I did take 2 large pours of it, so I feel like I'm a little bit of an expert on it. $26 for their 80 proof. The bottled and bond and the other ones are right around the $40 to $45 range. That is super affordable, I feel like, for what you get.
For what you get, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I love about the pricing. That was their pricing when we had him on the show. He has not jacked it up with all the inflation, the cost of living going up. He's kept it the same, and I really respect that.
It's a very like pure product.
Yeah. 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and it has that like. I am biased to certain regions for whiskey, and over there on the West Coast, like not even coast, but like I'm
Just
going to
the
say the
West.
West Coast, the Western. I love
Western
whiskey
Hemisphere.
from California, from Oregon, from Washington.
Yeah, absolutely. No, this is really good stuff. And I know we said that he was a really funny guy. If you go check that out, you can also find out why this is really good, because he's also very passionate about it. I mean, he cares a lot about this. He's put a lot into it. And when we talked to him, he didn't get backed by like a lot of investors. It was them putting their asses on the line for a product they believed in and a thing that they believed in. And he did very well with it, in my opinion.
Yes, I think it's very good.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it if you can either order it or get your hands on a bottle somewhere local.
Yeah, absolutely. Next week, we will not be having a show.
No, it's an off week.
It is going to be an off week. We'll pick it back up after that. We're going to have some draft coverage leading up to the draft with different guests. We're going to have some distillers on. We need to talk some whiskey with these fine folks. But we won't have a show next week, so just beware of that. Have fun at the Super Bowl. Well, not at the Super Bowl. I mean, if you're going, congratulations.
Yes.
But have fun watching the Super Bowl. Have fun at your Super Bowl parties. I hope your bets hit. I hope your team wins. Even though I can't say that to everybody.
Yeah,
both
teams can't win.
I just hope neither team has fun. Grab yourself a nice pour of whiskey if you like whiskey for your Super Bowl party, but drive safe, of course. And just have a good time. Don't forget the Super Bowl party props sheet on Sports Gambling Podcast. I did that again this year. We will be tweeting out the answers from Old Fashioned Football. Also, make sure you're watching Sports Gambling Podcast Network's website, because there will be a best second half bets. I'm going to whip it together at halftime. I'm going to have to miss the Bad Bunny performance, which, shoot, I feel bad about. But I'm going to whip that article out so that we can get down on some action in the second half. I'll give you some of my thoughts there. So anything else you want to add before we get you out of here? Hit up Miranda for the Jello shots recipes if you want to have Jello shots at your Super Bowl
we
party.
should get them out on our socials.
Yeah, we should.
Because I have failed to do that so far.
It's all good. All right. Well, we will do that. That's all I got. The 2 bars delicious. We should just try all the others right now. But my old fashioned is gone. Going once, going twice.
Sold.
Old-fashioned football. Yeah. Whiskey in the left hand, microphone in the right. You ready for some football tonight? Pour it up, light it up, crank that sound. Old-fashioned football, we holding it down. J-Mark and Miranda, that power play combo. Talking NFL fire, whiskey in the bottle. Bring the ice, cause they dropping heat. Barrel strength bet, knock you off your seat.
Yo, game time, baby. Grab your glass and your phone. Keeping up with stats, single barrel picks, taking over the zone. Props and parlays, blowing up like code. They decode the league like a whiskey mode. Old-fashioned football, that's the crew, that's the fam. J-Mark and me and Mark, you know who I am. 200 episodes deep, grind so fine. Old-fashioned flavor, age like fine wine.
Horrors and NFL drama. What? Turn it up, yeah. Hard news, BT, bring the fire. Come on, old-fashioned football.
Never tired.
Drums and NFL drama. What? Turn it up, yeah. Hard news, BT, bring the fire. Come on, old-fashioned football.
Never tired.
Casual, cool, no suit, no script. Me and Mark twisting that whiskey drip. Chats lit up, community tight. Followers riding through the Monday night.
Week previews, recaps, bet in motion, pure devotion, no dilution potion. NFL talk bold, unruly. They rock the mic, raw, keep it truly.
Pour another drop, yeah, let it burn. Lines twist up, whoa. Watch them turn, drop that beat, make it shake, no fake, all steak, old fashioned take. What? Say it again, old fashioned.
Louder.
Say it again, old fashioned.
Family.
Football, whiskey,
Respect.
whiskey, respect. Old fashioned football. Say it again, old fashioned.
Louder.
Say it again, old fashioned.
Family.
Oh, whiskey,
Respect.
whiskey,
Respect.
old fashioned football. We ride or die. Yeah. J-Mark, Miranda, represent forever.
Whiskey in hand, feel alive. Prop a papping, Beppis collide. Old-fashioned football, we ride or die.
Old-fashioned football. We ride or die. Yeah. J-Mark, Miranda, represent forever. Whiskey football, family respect. Now keep that old-fashioned rolling.